Hello and welcome on Satwolf channel. Today we are going to build a TV transmitter, an analog TV transmitter, like the one used till few years ago, before the digital television. Before to do that, we need to decide which system we are going to use, because in analog we had different systems. One of them was the PAL system used in Europe, used in Australia, and also in some parts of the Africa and some parts of the Asian. Followed by the NTSC, that was the American standard and it was used mostly in America and United States, Canada and Mexico, and also in Japan and I think also in Korea, but I'm not sure about that, so you can go to check on Wikipedia, by the way, where the system was used. They are pretty similar but also pretty different. And then to complete the trio, there is the second system that was developed by France and used by France and all the Eastern Bloc and the countries close to the Soviet Union. We are not going to use the second because it's an headache. It was an headache and is still an headache to use, and we are not going to use that. We are not going to use the NTSC as well because it's the American system. I'm not in USA, I'm not in America generally, so I can't use that system because my television is not working with that system, and we are going to use the PAL system, that is the European one. PAL system is not so simple. I mean, we have different type of PAL. In Italy we had two different type of PAL. We have PAL B and we have PAL G. They are pretty similar, if not identical, but they change in some details. For example, the bandwidth, and they used PAL B was used mainly in VHF and had a 7 MHz bandwidth, and PAL G was used in UHF and had like 8 MHz bandwidth. PAL G was used in UHF and had like 8 MHz bandwidth. But the systems, by the way, were identical. They had 50 fields, so a refresh rate of 50 Hz, 625 lines, but only 576 active, and the audio was at 5.5 MHz from the video carrier. So we are going to broadcast in PAL, and we know that we need 7 or 8 MHz bandwidth to broadcast a full color PAL signal. But because we are working in digital and we are going to broadcast in analog, we have to do the sampling, and this means that we need 14 or 16 MHz bandwidth, so 2 times more. At this point we need a device that is capable to hold 20 MHz bandwidth, and this device is the ACK-RF. The ACK-RF is also perfect in this case because we are going to use it with a program that was designed specifically for the ACK-RF. So now we have our transmitter, that is the ACK-RF, and we need also software. And why the ACK-RF is the best choice? Because the software we are going to use is the ACK-TV, and ACK-TV works perfectly with ACK-RF, obviously, no? So we have the software, we have the hardware, and now we need an amplifier, maybe one bought on AliExpress for a few euros. So a mini trash amplifier of 2 euros. I say that is trash because I will show you why, but it's pretty trashy. And then to complete almost everything, an antenna on the roof in this case because I want to broadcast a bit more far than usually. So I have this antenna on the roof, and we are going to use that one, and obviously a free channel on VHF. From a few years in Italy, the VHF band is no more used for the DVB-T or T2 signals, so not for the television, but is used just for the radio station in DAB+. In my area, all the blocks are pretty full, except the block number 10, that is completely empty. So we are going to broadcast on the channel Euro 10. And I already checked it with my spectrum analyzer, and the band is completely empty, so don't use star, please, okay? Okay, so let's go to start this project. We need a spectrum analyzer. I have the tiniest say and a video grabber from an old VCR because I don't have a card actually that is capable to tune analog channels. So we are going to use this one connected to a VCR. And then the transmitter itself, so the RF with maybe this fancy transparent case so you can see what there is inside, and then few antennas. I mean, we need only one to broadcast at low powers and just to check if everything works. And then to amplify, we need the amplifier. This is the amplifier, 2 watts from 1 to 900 megahertz, I think. Yes, it's really trashy. I mean, it's super cheap. I can tell that they don't live long. They tend to self-destroy after a bit. And why I know this? For this reason, I have a symmetry of them, so they really don't last long. If you have one of them, just don't stress them too much, because even for normal use they tend to suicide, and it's better to don't push them too much far. This one, for example, literally was setting fire and for normal use, not even overpowered or such, so they are trash. Yeah, they are trash. And then we need the wolf. The wolf is the most important thing. Okay, so here we are. I connected the antenna, I connected the RF to the computer, obviously, and I connected this little TV receiver from more than 20 years ago, and it's a miracle that it's still working. But yeah, it will be good enough for what we have to do. So let's see what is going on here, and let's tune something. First of all, we are going to set up this program, and this is the ARC TV, and we are going to pick up a test card. This one is fine. We can even put an overlay logo if you want. We have erotica, also adult channel. They are all channels from the 90s, from the satellite, analog satellite here in Europe at least. So in output we have PAL. We can pick different type of PAL with the pixel rate obviously double than the bandwidth, like we explained it. We have UHF, VHF, whatever we want. A bit of everything. So NTSC, same story. We have a bit of everything. SECAM 2, black and white, really old systems, like system used before the war or after the war. We have the Mac system used in Europe like 25-30 years ago. Even more, I think. Yes, even more. Not a big success. So it was not a... It was good like quality, but no one really adopted it in long terms. So we have also some setup ready made here. I made it yesterday, and you see here that we don't have 18 or 16, but because with 17.5 and 15.5 and the VSB AM filter, we don't have annoying lines on the screen. I don't know why, but I think that is due to the new version of the hardware and the RF. We get weird vertical lines if we use 16 of sample rate. So just use 17.5 and 15.5. Okay, let's go to try, run. Yeah, here is saying that all is fine and is starting already to broadcast. Let's go to see here. Yeah, there we go. We have a test card, and the signal is really weak, and it's weird. It should not be so weak. Yeah. I think that is the antenna of this shitty stuff here. Yeah, probably is the antenna. Okay, let's change the TV and use the Casio one that has a ugly LCD, but it's working pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, now it's better. There we go. It was the antenna. So no problems on broadcast. And now I move maybe a bit close to the camera so you can see better. Like I said, this LCD is horrible. It's like 30 years old. So I probably change the camera as well next time. But for the moment, yes, you can see that it's working, that it's broadcasting. In a bit, I will connect to the VCR, so you will see on the screen directly the output of the VCR to not the channel. So the real quality of the image. Okay, so let's go here and change the test card, the classical PAL monoscope. There we go. I love this guy. When I was a kid, I remember in the morning, the national channel had it till the early afternoon, and during all the night long with a nice music in background. Last year in Italy, and no tone, but just nice music in stereo also. So it was pretty cool. Then let's try to change the frequency. Now I'm on the E10. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we need to stay here. Okay, so let's see on the tiny SA. We see the level of the signal. Everything is fine. I don't see weird stuff on it. Yeah, apart that when I turn off, it doesn't go totally off, and I need to remove the USB to have it completely off. And it's a bug of the program. Nothing to worry about it, by the way. Nothing to worry. It's probably due some capacitors. So let's try this connection with the VCR now. You don't see it, but there is a screen on the right side. There we go. This is the VHS. Yeah, this is just a VHS recorded in 1989. That is showing and uploading. Yeah, and this is a movie always from the same VHS. I don't know. It's a mess and all. Probably. We are going to get the signal from this VCR. So let's stop the VHS and tune the channel. Start to broadcast. Stop the VS. Why it doesn't stop this stuff? Okay, let's try again. Okay, stop. Let's tune channel 210. There we go. Channel 10. Oh yeah, perfect. This is what we are broadcasting now. And we're still a low power, really low power. So it's like, I think 100 stop to go and play. It's like to broadcast for 2 meters, 3 meters, no more. I think I'm really close. I'm like 10 centimeters from the transmitter. So yeah, it's working. It's working, by the way, and the quality is pretty nice. Okay, let's turn off and remove the antenna. Okay. And connect the cable and the amplifier, 2 watts, the trash amplifier. Yep, I have a cable here I bought on AliExpress. This one is really good and works really well, and it was also super cheap. Yeah, let's connect the cable here, the other side of the cable to the amplifier input. And the output I don't show you, but it's connected to the roof antenna. So everything is fine now. Let's turn on. Okay, you see we have a weak signal, but we are inside home now, so it's normal that it's weak because we are inside this house that has really wide walls. Okay, let's try. There we go. Oh, there we go. This is the signal that we are broadcasting now. You see the quality is not perfect because I'm broadcasting on channel E23 for the moment. This is because I lost the remote control of my VCR more than 5 years ago, I think. And no one was broadcasting on channel E10 here before the switch of analog signals. With the result that I have to tune another channel on the VCR. By the way, I will resolve this problem soon because I have a remote control universal somewhere and I will use that one. Anyway, everything is working, and as you can hear, we are broadcasting in mono right now. While I was searching for my VCR inside my closet, where I keep all my old stuff, I found also this tape. It's basically new, and I think that I'm going to record the signal on the tape and play it at the end of this video. So let's go out now and see if the signal goes a bit far from my house. Okay, so I'm more or less at 50 meters from my house, location fucking Silent Hill, and let's see if this stuff works. Oh, there we go. It works pretty well. Full signal. Yeah. This was my first video here on YouTube, and it's probably far from to be perfect, but if you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to help my channel to grow. Next time, how to make a digital TV channel. Bye!
Present to the brightening sky beneath